The Cold War. Key events and geopolitical impact. The Cold War, a period of geopolitical tension and ideological rivalry between the United States and the Soviet Union, defined much of the 20th century, spanning from the aftermath of World War II to the collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991. The Cold War shaped global politics, economics, and culture. This essay explores key events and the lasting geopolitical impact of the Cold War. The origins of the Cold War can be traced back to the ideological divide between capitalism and communism, exacerbated by mistrust and competition between the United States and the Soviet Union. Tensions escalated with the division of Europe into Western and Eastern blocs, symbolized by the Iron Curtain and the formation of military alliances such as NATO and the Warsaw Pact. One of the defining events of the Cold War was the Cuban Missile Crisis of 1962, a 13-day standoff between the U.S. and the Soviet Union over the deployment of nuclear missiles in Cuba. The crisis brought the world to the brink of nuclear war and highlighted the dangers of superpower rivalry and nuclear proliferation. The Cold War also played out in proxy conflicts around the world, from the Korean War and the Vietnam War to civil wars in Latin America, Africa, and Asia. These conflicts often pitted pro-Western and pro-communist forces against each other, leading to widespread devastation and human suffering. The arms race between the U.S. and the Soviet Union was another hallmark of the Cold War era, characterized by the development and stockpiling of nuclear weapons and the space race. Both superpowers competed for technological supremacy and global influence, fueling innovation and scientific advancement, but also perpetuating a climate of fear and uncertainty. The end of the Cold War came with the collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991. Marking the triumph of capitalism and democracy over communism. The dissolution of the Soviet bloc and the emergence of new independent states in Eastern Europe and Central Asia transformed the geopolitical landscape, leading to a unipolar world order dominated by the United States. In conclusion, the Cold War was a defining chapter in modern history, shaping the course of international relations and leaving a lasting imprint on global politics. While the era of superpower rivalry may be over, its legacy continues to influence contemporary geopolitics, as tensions between major powers and the specter of nuclear proliferation remain ever present. Challenges in the 21st century.